Namaskar. Welcome to this edition of Rourkela News. The headlines at this hour. SAIL records best ever export monthly volume in 10 years. Effective counselling transforms lives of many employees of Rourkela Steel Plant. And plant level competition of Director Personals Cup held. Now the news in detail. Steel Authority of India Limited concerted efforts on increasing export shares has started to bear fruits. In the month of February 2017, SAIL has achieved the best ever export monthly volume of steel in last 10 years. A total of 1.03 lakh tons of steel was exported last month, which includes the first time shipment of CE mark plates from the new plate mill of SAIL's Rourkela Steel Plant to Europe. The new 4.3 meter wide plate mill with initial capacity of 1.0 MT can be augmented to 1.8 MT and is equipped with state-of-the-art technology which can produce wide range of plates with close dimensional tolerance, perfect flatness and surface finish to meet stringent international standards. The other products which contribute to this record exports include wire rods, hot rolled coil, billets and slabs. During the current financial year 2016-17, SAIL has already exported 6.82 lakh tons. The company aims at exporting 10% of its total production and at doubling the volumes for next fiscal in fiscal year 17-18, which will happen after tripling export volumes during the current fiscal. SAIL plans to soon diversify its exports basket with cold roll and galvanized products from new cold rolling mill at Bokaro, structurals from new universal section mill at Burnpur and medium structural mill at Durgapur. Through the enriched product offering, the company aims to consolidate its presence not only in Southeast Asian market but also in Europe. It was a moment of mixed emotions to see Mr. Gautam Ghare, Technician Communication Engineering Department of Rourkela Steel Plant, receiving the letter of appreciation for improved attendance from Mr. P.K. Pradhan, ED-PNA. The special function was organized at HRD Center on 27 February with the purpose of felicitating the employees who have transformed from habitual absentees to efficient employees, thanks to the various counseling initiatives of RSP's personal department. Mr. Ghare, who had joined RSP in the year 1993, had become a hardcore alcoholic because of bad company. As a result of his performance at the workplace had deteriorated and attendance plummeted. His immediate family that comprises wife and 2 teenage children too had to suffer the brunt of his bad habits. He was identified under the Project Kiran, a counseling initiative of RSP, and from there started his reform process. It was the Project Kiran counseling where he had a direct interface with the plant authorities and his family members that touched a chord within him. An urge for self-improvement and returning to a dignified life ignited in him. Regular follow-up and guidance of the unit personal executives helped Mr. Ghare come out of the morass of alcoholism, absenteeism, debt and humiliation and made him one of the recipients of Attendance Award. Today, Mr. Ghare has become a reformer and is bringing people having problems like alcoholism and absenteeism into the fold of various counseling initiatives of RSP. It is not Mr. Ghare alone. Many more employees who had exhibited the strong willpower to reform themselves and return to a dignified life were felicitated by Mr. P.K. Pradhan in the function. The program was attended by Mr. P.K. Mahanti, GM in charge Mills and Auxiliaries, Mr. R. Khan, GM PNA, Mr. R.N. Panda, DGM Personnel in Charge Works, and unit personnel executives who functioned as catalysts in the process of transformations were present on the occasion. The program was coordinated by Mr. Jayant Dash, Assistant Manager Personnel, CMGS and MPC. It may be noted that various human resource initiatives like Project Kiran and Project Samriddhi are being implemented by RSP's personal department to help employees come out of the trap of alcoholism, absenteeism, and other problems that lead to adverse CCR. The plant-level competition for Director Personals Cup, namely Ranneeti 2016, a business simulator game, was held at HRD Center on 22nd and 23rd February. Dr. S. Datta, GM HRD, presided over the concluding function and declared the first, second and third position holders in the competition. Also present on the occasion were Mr. R. Mishra, DGM HRD, Mr. J.N. Mohanty, DGM HRD, and Mr. S.C. Tyagi, Deputy Director, Center for Management Development, AIMA. A total of 16 teams comprising 64 executives from both RSP and Pilani Ore Mines participated in the competition. Of the 16 teams, the team of Mr. Ajay Shukla, DGM Marketing, Mr. K.K. Pandey, DGM HSM, Mr. V.C. Chaurasia, Senior Manager CEO, Mr. Basam Kumar Singh, AGM FNA, bagged the first prize. The team comprising Mr. P. Kumar, Deputy Manager Blast Furnaces, Mr. D.R. Sahu, Deputy Manager FNA, Mr. T.K. Sahu, Junior Manager FNA, and Ms. A. Samal, Junior Manager CES, bagged the second position. These two teams have been qualified for the next round to be held at MTI Ranchi on 1st March. The team consisting of Mr. B.K. Patel, Assistant Manager FNA, Mr. P.C. Sahu, Assistant Manager FNA, Mr. B. Jaina, Assistant Manager Instrumentation, and Ms. L. Mishra, Assistant Manager Personnel, secured the third position in the local round. The game was conducted by Mr. S.C. Tyagi. The program was coordinated by Mr. S.K. Bera, Junior Manager HRD, and Mr. S.C. Panda, Senior Instructor HRD. It may be noted that the business simulation games of maximizing profit in various challenging situations aimed at enhancing competence in the given decision-making process and comprehend skills required for effective and efficient managing of business. It also aimed at sensitizing the participants towards developing business strategy with a holistic view for handling any business situations. That's all we have for you from our news desk. Namaskar.